Sacred Souls, it's Syrian Mermaid. That sounded so like impending doom. Sorry, I keep singing it different every video, but Air Gang, what it do? Peace, love, and light. Okay, we're gonna tap into the weekly forecast, or what's coming up in this week, next week, given the full moon in Libra. So happy full pink moon, Air Gang. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? And we're gonna get right into it. Got the Palo Santo and lit the lotus incense, okay? Lotu. All right, Air Gang, let's see what's up. What do my air signs need to know? Angels, elevated ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest vibration. Most High, please connect me in with what my Air Gang needs to know. Signs, confirmations, predictions can we channel? Air signs. Ooh, I heard boundaries. I heard boundaries with the Hierophant coming out. So you could be creating boundaries around things that align with your belief system, your morals. You're kind of being called to be more firm, especially as Two of Wands, you plan and you continue to carve out a new future. It seems like you're pretty serious already and cautious even. Yes, King of Swords with the Nine of Wands. It seems like you're pretty cautious, very discerning. Almost, you come off as, wow, very intimidating right now, air signs. Like, your boundaries are intimidating people. And people are seeing you as powerful. You're stepping into your Empress era. You're having another glow up. I heard flow up. So you're like flowing up in life. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of things could be changing for you right now. Your perspective on life and your friendships, Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, could be changing a lot, you know, and just kind of how you see friendship, how you see connection. It's kind of like I see that right now. You're seeing it more strategically. What's coming in for the air signs? Yeah, because you could be dealing with kind of different personality types that are like, you just kind of see through people. It's like, I heard, what do you want? Like, almost like you're trying to understand, you know, that you're coming in with a certain understanding of people, like where you know that everyone is using someone for something, whether that's in a positive way or a negative way. I feel like you're very hyper aware of what you offer and bring to the table in connections and dynamics, and you're very cognizant and aware of what other people are bringing as well, and you're trying to make sure that you're maintaining the balance in your connections, that it fits the vibration. And I keep stuttering. You may feel like you're stumbling on your words, or people are stuttering when it comes to you. You could be making people feel very nervous because of how resonant you feel with a certain vibration. Like, it feels like you are reconciling a lot of emotions, beliefs, thoughts, and things within yourself. So this new level of certainty, this new level of deliberancy, this new level of conviction is starting to kind of shake up and rattle up the dynamics that are at play in your life right now. The Moon card, a lot of silent energy. We had the full moon. This is a time for reflection. Reflection about what? Your stability. You could be trying to, you know, carve out a foundation for yourself. Something about being too miserly, too stingy, or too spendy. What's this, Spirit? You may be trying to create a balance between not spending too much, but not spending not enough, or like not using some of that saving to invest back into yourself. Because when money just sits, say, for example, in your savings account, this is just coming up. Something about your savings account, like check your bank account, check your savings account. But something about like your savings account. For some of you air signs, this is specific. But you could be having like just money sitting in your savings account and you're not doing anything to multiply it. You're not taking some of that to invest back into yourself or to invest in something where your money can grow itself. Like your money is having babies. You know what I mean? Like let your money multiply. So something like that is at play. You may be called to look into investments or some sort of, for some reason your guides are saying that there's going to be more competition in the coming weeks. Like you're being called to compete, challenge, compete with people, compete with things. Not in a bad way, like, oh, comparison, I'm better than you, haha, whatever. It's like just like being active, like challenging yourself, challenging others to think about, you know, the decisions they're making and if they're aligned, if you're aligned. It's a lot more about challenging the status quo. It's a lot more about, with this Scorpio energy, like you're kind of like challenging a fear, a lack. You're challenging systems in your life. And you're challenging other people's foundation. 4 Wands. Wow. And seeing, hey, are you in alignment? Are you fulfilled? Have you truly learned from these things in your life, or are you letting these things be the reason why you don't continue forward, why you don't progress? So you're kind of representing the Tower to a lot of people in your life. You could be coursing through this energy as well yourself. And so you're kind of just, it seems like you're dissatisfied with a lot of things that you're seeing in the world or things that you're seeing in your life with certain connections. Yeah, you could be prepared to grieve certain things because you know that you're in a place and in a space where, look at all these 5s. Didn't I say challenge, guys? 5 is about challenge, adventure, and conflict. I have all the 5s. 5, 5, 5. And 5, 5, 5, 5 are all confirmations. Look here, gang. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Things are ending. You're shutting things down. The 5th card in the Major Arcana, Taurus energy, the Hierophant. Something about elephant is coming up. I don't know if some of you are connected to elephants as a spirit guide or spirit animal. I'm hearing birds outside. Something about nature and animals. Listening to your spirit guides, your spirit animal guides. I literally have all the 5s out here. The 5 of Cups as well. So I think you're just dealing with a lot of, this could be a little bit of an uncomfortable next few weeks for you because there's a lot of change happening. But it may feel like, oh my gosh, but your body and your mind and your spirit is clearing a lot of things out for you to get to calmer waters. But right now, what's coming up for you is that to know that it's okay that you're going through a lot of disruption or different conflicts and even competition or challenges. This is a phase that is calling for you to change. So you're just feeling currently the effects of the change that's working in your favor and for your highest good, okay? With the 4 Cups, you know, it's like representing you may be disappointed with a lot of things. You may just be disappointed with your job, with the state of, you know, your career or finances, or you're being called to tap more into creative outlets and to leverage that to also as a therapy to yourself, as a healing, a form of, you know, soothing yourself, as a form of slowing down and being able to come back to yourself and be present. Especially with that moon energy. Clarify that again, Spirit. I hear someone yelling in my head. It's in this person saying, I don't want to calm down. I heard, I don't want to calm down. And then I saw the 7 of Wands. So you could be actually pretty frustrated with certain things. And then I have the Emperor. I saw the Knight of Swords earlier. You could be a little ready to cut things off, people off, isolate. 8 of Cups. Wow. What else, Spirit? But this is all working in your favor is what I'm saying. You could be someone who's like the disruptor. You could be calling a lot of out, you know what I mean, in your life and in the dynamics in your family, in the workplace. Like you're speaking up on things that stand out to you and don't seem right, or you think that it could be done better. You're being called to continue to, a lot of Taurus energy coming out here as well. So I don't know if you're dealing with earth signs or you're in some sort of something about like holding, like earth signs, Taurus is about self-worth as well, and you know what you value, and abundance. It's like you're putting your foot down and challenging why people are in such lack, challenging why you may have participated in dynamics that have lack at the foundation of them, which is why they couldn't stand, which is why you're not standing for that anymore, and you're challenging the rocky foundation. You're challenging the illusions, and you're being called to change and move and flow with that and take a leap of faith on yourself and what you felt called to stand up on and stand firmly on. Even when you're being challenged and people are questioning what you're saying, why you're saying it, you're being called to hold your ground and in fact double down on that. With the Two of Cups, I feel like there's some sort of harmony. What's with the Two of Cups, Spirit? For my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's with the Two of Cups, Spirit? There's some sort of, you could be getting, this is so specific. Something about marriage is coming up, or a wedding. Something about it. I don't know if this is you. Hold on. There's you know, this is a collective, so something's changing. You may not have thought that this would have become something. A friend could become, I was going to say you could get married, but I heard a friend could become a foe. Especially as you get a new opportunity or you come up on something. It's like someone who had a lack mindset about you or resonated with you when you were in a cycle of lack seems to become very intimidated or increasingly uncomfortable with the elevation that you're experiencing, and the power that, like, it's like a deeper, like more depth in your voice. There's like more weight in your, like, in your step, in your gait, in your walk. Feels like you speak with more power and conviction, and I think that, you know, you're ready to move forward in things, and it is surprising people that you called certain shots in your life, and you know, you don't ever want the shorter end of the stick anymore. I heard you don't want 50-50, saw the Six of Pentacles, have the Six of Cups. You are open to receive, or you're being called to be open to receive, because there is an opportunity that's going to help you to get in alignment and get all your ducks in a row, air gang. I was going to say water gang, but I stopped myself. So you could be dealing with a water sign, or you could have earth sign, a water sign, or have water placements in your chart. Magician. Yeah, it's all about you kind of like standing on your business. And again, protecting your plans, protecting your business, your information. Yeah, that clarifies the moon. Protecting your moves, your information. Because this is something that you have to, I heard, engage with. There's a new timeline you have to engage with alone first. You're the trailblazer. You're the way shower for a new path, for your new timeline. 3333. So you could be seeing a lot of angel numbers, water gang, air gang. You're having to be a little bit selfish right now so you can realign. And selfish in the way that actually inspires others, though, to like look at what they deserve. And I feel like you're going to be getting attention and accolades, or more like you're going to be getting some sort of recognition and acknowledgement. People are going to be like, I hear you. And thank you. There could be people you're triggering, but it's more of a selfish energy where you're not so concerned with how people feel about what you're saying, because you know what you're saying is right. And that it's going to, one day, even if someone's triggered now, people are going to look back and be like, wow, I needed to hear that. I needed to be triggered like in the way that I was, because it helped activate and inspire other people to challenge their own selves and to challenge their own potential, to see how far they could go if they really acknowledged a lot of harsh truths about themselves and the reality that they're currently living right now. So this is very, very deep. I see a love offer coming in. We have the Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. Something about a relationship or a new connection. Now, for those of you who are single, enjoy being single, you know, or are already, you know, taken. Now, for those of you who are taken, I see your relationship getting deeper because you're having to make more self-honoring decisions and choices. And that is kind of creating a healthy distance between you and your person that is allowing them to close the gap. So it's allowing enough distance to create a little bit of friction and resistance. So when they come in, you know, something new and something exciting can come of it and be created as a result of that. I feel like you and love, your relationship with love is strong within yourself. You're being called to stand in your worth and to know that and to embody that regardless of what's happening in your personal life, like your connections. I think you already know that. Like, you know you're the ish. And I feel like you're kind of playing devil's advocate in a certain situation where you don't care what people say because you said what you said. And they can feel whatever way they want to feel about it because it's true. Hey, it's kind of like, oh, well, we got to get to the bag. So I'm not going to babysit your feelings if I know that this is the truth. And it feels like because of that, you're awakening people, you're opening hearts, you're opening minds, and you're awakening yourself, like feeling your passion. Your passion is contagious. Your passion is contagious. Your conviction is alarming, yes, and inspiring. You know, it's like a lot of people, sometimes they don't listen unless there's some level of shock value attached to what they're going through or what they're tuning into. So I think you're disrupting things, and that's what you're supposed to be doing right now, because it's kind of like you are a medium and an alchemist of karma at this time. So people need someone like you to disrupt to shake up the old systems so we can all outgrow things that are no longer serving us. So yeah, I think that's very attractive and magnetic because of the polarity that, you know, the polarizing effect you're having, which is, again, going to work in your favor. So I hope that helped you so much, Air Gang. I'm sending you so much love and light, and I will see you again soon. Peace.